Live. I think we have like two people watching right now. Let me just check. I have my iPad here. Uh, we have a well, we got one person waiting. I'll just let y'all come in real quick. If you guys are already in here, make sure to leave a comment. So I'm gonna wait for a little bit, and it just started. I'm watching it on my iPad right now. The live stream just started, and I'm just gonna wait. Oh, there you are. Okay, we got one person. What's up, Chris? What's up, Chris the Kid 674? This is awesome. This is first live stream, and so I'm gonna read a couple questions that I got. I'll get some more people. Let me see if some more people will join. So we got one person so far. So yeah, I'll let a few more people come in, and this is just a sad live stream right now because I only got one person watching, and that's Chris. But yeah, this is my 500 subscriber special. As you can see right here, it looks backwards, but it's here. I'm gonna text some of my friends that I've gone live. So yeah, I don't have much to say right now because there's only one person in here. Let's see. Okay. Uh, all right, so we got one person in here. See if anybody else. I posted on Instagram if you guys want to check that out. But looks like we got another person in here. All right. Make sure to leave a comment if you guys are joining. Looks like we got a couple more people coming in. What's going on, everybody? It's Isaiah Lights 24 here. What's up, everybody? What's up, Jamie and Caden, OMG Slay, and YouTube and Rima Playhouse? What's up, guys? This is my 500 subscriber live stream, as you can see right here. I just made this at the last minute, this like little sign back here. And yeah. So how's life? Life's a bit stressful right now because I got like college going on and stuff, and I'm like really busy. And yeah, there's just a lot going on in my life right now. I got to work, I got school, like I'm doing stuff at church, and that's nice that I'm busy, but like I don't really have that much time to film video. So like this is the only day I have to like film a video like this. So yeah, well, we got a lot of people joining. It's like we got 12 people in here. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna read a couple of questions that you guys sent me. So, and then you guys can send me questions in the chat if you want. What's up, Linda Wagner? Let me just. Okay. Let's see what you guys sent me. I wrote it down, but I just gotta find it. I wrote some of them down. So, let's see. Let's view all the comments. So we got 8 people in the chat. Now it's down to 6, but that's okay. All right. So this is a question I got from Jason Higginbotham. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And if you're watching, be sure to comment. And he said, "How do you get the music to sync with your light show?" Well, I don't actually. I just play it through my phone, and then I just hit cues on my Obey 40. I hit like the scenes on my Obey 40 like in time with the song, so it looks synchronized, but it's actually not. I'm just pressing buttons and stuff. Linda Wagner asked, "Do you like being a YouTuber?" No, honestly, yeah. I'm not really that popular yet, but I like doing it. I like creating like videos for you guys and making shorts. And this is what I've always wanted to do. Is when I was little, I used to make a lot of videos when I was a little kid, and I have a lot of them on my computer. I'm not going to show you guys them because that would be kind of weird. But yeah, I like being a YouTuber. I started back in like 2020, April of 2023, and I never thought that this channel would reach 500 subscribers, which is crazy. Because I remember in 2 years ago, we reached 100 subscribers back in June of 2024, and that was a pretty big milestone. Looks like we got another fan in here. We got Bengals fan 44. What's up? How you doing? All right, let's answer another question. What's your strategy with designing your rig? Do you use a previs or just hang stuff up where it looks good? Congrats on 500 subscribers. Well, thanks, Cody McDowell. That's who answered the question. That's who wrote the question. I kinda use previs, but I don't use like a software or anything. I just use Google Slides, and then I use Google images off the internet of my lights, and I just remove the background, put the truss on, and just put the lights where I want them and where they look good. So yeah. Yo, what's up, Nathan? It looks like RL Genesis is on here. That's my buddy Nathan. What's up? All right. So yeah. Let's see what else people asked. Let's see. Thanks for subscribing, Bengals fan 44. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I can't wait till we hit 100 subs. I mean, I can't wait till we hit 1,000 subs. That would be awesome. Like, that would be so cool. I would just be so happy if we could hit that. This is kind of a little awkward because, like, yeah. All right. Let's see what else we got. So at Koshiner26 asks, what hazer are you using? Are you using a handheld hazer or a low volume one? So let me actually show you guys my hazer. I'll show you guys. I'm going to go out of my room. It's pretty dark in here right now. And as you can see, all the lights are off right now. They're in DMX mode. But yeah, this is my little rig inside. It's like right next to my bedroom. It's like an open area upstairs. And let me see if I can turn on the flash for you guys. Okay, there we go. Now it looks better. So yeah, this is my haze machine. This is the Rockville Rock Haze 700. It's a pretty nice fog. It's a pretty nice haze machine. Sorry. I have a fan to blow it into the lights, as you can see right here. And I'm gonna actually blow off some haze because the ready light's on right now. So, are you guys ready to see this? Sometimes it sets off the smoke alarm, which is up here, but I decided to tape it up because, I didn't want it going off while I'm recording stuff. So yeah, that's my haze machine. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna go back into my bedroom because I still have a couple questions that you guys sent me that I'm going to answer. And Chris the Kid 674 asks, do you sometimes use sound active mode on your lights? Not anymore. I've gone away from using sound active mode because it just looks kind of tacky now. But in my older light shows, my previous light show, like the second light show I posted on my channel, I did use sound active mode because like I didn't know how to program scenes or chases yet, and so I just put them on sound active mode and just called it a light show. But then like recently, I've been learning how to program like scenes and chases and smooth fades and stuff like that, and it's actually been pretty helpful to my light shows because now I can like control my lights to go in a certain area without having them go behind, like, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, and it looks like Nextro Music Official joined. What's up? You and Kristen Kid 694, they're pretty much veteran subscribers. They've been here for a long time. I appreciate you guys. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what other questions we have. Let's see. Now I'm getting a lot of questions asking like, what lighting software do you use? Because like my light shows are like, you think my light shows are so good, but actually it's just with a simple DMX controller. Just got out of church. What's up, TBEV driving? Thanks for joining the stream. It's pretty dark in here, but I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to turn on my LED cross or video wall. It's that black thing right there. That black cross. It's going to be lit up. So I'm going to set my thing here. I'm going to go get my iPad because that's what I use to control the cross. So I'll be right back. Okay. I didn't think this many of you guys would join the stream, but this is amazing. All right. I'll show you guys how I turn on my video wall cross, I guess you could call it. Alright. I can't see a thing. Alright, I'm gonna turn on one part of the okay. Can't see anything. Oh, there it goes. Okay. That's my LED cross. TBEV driving ask. I'm sure you will, but can you show us how you program it, the cross? Well, I actually use an app. So as you can see, that's the cross right there. It's made out of like 8 twinkly squares. And I basically use like an app right here. This is the Twinkly app. And I have like pre-built scenes on here. So it's on like the red smoke pattern right here. And I can change it. I got a couple of scenes right here. We got orange void, yellow circles, golden rays, green bokeh, cyan like texture. We got the purple or blue circle, or I call it the purple. I just made it up. I just made that name up. We got Cosmos, which is one of my favorites, along with the red smoke. We've got pink bokeh. We've got just an all-white scene. We've got clouds. And we also have sepia, which it goes from like a white to a brown, like a warm white, as you can see right there. It's kind of blown out on camera, but you can kind of see it. And then we have lines. This one's really cool. We got stars to match with the curtain lights. And then we have a solid red, which I'm going to be utilizing this for my Easter light show and any mini light shows I post on Good Friday. Let's see what you guys are saying. Chris the Kid 674 asks, if I owned like 40 twinkle panels, I'd hang them on the ceiling in the garage to create a high energy rave like the environment. Yeah, I mean, if you can find like some bolts to mount into the ceiling, then yeah, this would be a great light to. This would be great to put on the ceiling because you could have like a whole. You can have your ceiling like light up and have like a dance floor. It'd be pixelated. Whoa, the lines one is crazy. Yeah, you want to see it again? I like this one because it's like all the lines are going in different directions and it's like really fast. So this is one of those scenes where I use for like the really fast songs. And yeah, I'm gonna change it back to red smoke because that one's my favorite. Okay, it's time to turn on some of the DMX lights. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera around so you guys can see. Let me get my iPad off the ground first. If only it was DMX. Yeah, but I only have like 12 channels on my Obey 40. I have to get like a DMX software or a bigger analog controller to control like everything, like the cross, the curtain lights, and the LED strips. All right, so we're gonna start out with a turning my spots on. There you go. Are you a fan of LED discharge, halogen, or all type of lights? I'm a fan of anything that's not like anything that doesn't blow up, pretty much. That kind of, I don't, okay. I prefer LEDs most of the time because like LEDs are energy efficient. They're coming out with this like new thing called lilies or like laser lighting instruments. Like it's like a laser, but it produces white light and there's no radiation. Like it's like the Martin Mac 1 beam. If you guys saw the product release, it has like it has a laser light source inside of it, and like if you shine it at the camera, it's not gonna have any like laser radiation. But yeah, these are all the spots. I have 6 of them. And I have my phone on a gimbal right now, so you can see. So I have my spot fixtures on. So for fixture 1, these are the inner spot fixtures. And then for 2, these are the outer ones. And then for 3, these are the beams 3 and 9, fixtures 3 and 9. These are the beams, so I'll bring these up. These are the mini beams. As you can see, I'll bring these other spots back up. And then fixtures 4 and 10 I have for my floor spots or the spots on the boxes. So, and I can change the gobos obviously on the walls. My controller's going crazy right now. But yeah, here's some of the gobos it has. These are some pretty cool gobos. These are the older LS10s that I have. As you can see, like the lens is kind of shrunk down. If I can get a good picture, if I can get a good shot of it. Yeah, it's shrunk down, unlike these. Because these have like a square LED pattern. These actually show the reflection of the LED. I don't know if you can see it very well. There you go. Yeah, that's what it looks like, but it doesn't transfer to like the projection. And then the gobos and the newer LS10s, which are all the ones on the top. These ones, these ones have different gobos. So if I go through, we got the cone. My controller's acting up again. We got the cone. We got this radial ovals pattern. This one looks good in haze. We also have our like smaller dot pattern. It's like a bunch of little polka dots and like a prism type effect, but these lights don't really have a prism inside of them. They're too small for that. We got a bricks pattern or breakup pattern. We got the dots, which is my personal favorite. Hang on, it's strobing right now. There we go. I like using this one and the other dot pattern. And I'm gonna blow off some more haze for you guys. I personally would probably get something in the Chauvet Maverick light, probably a spot or a profile. Yeah, I've seen the Maverick line in person. I've seen the MK3 washes and the MK3 profiles and spots. They're pretty bright. I like them. However, I don't really like the gobos inside of them. Like, I think they're not as good as some other lights I've seen. I like the Chauvet Rogue line because that's what my church uses. We use Rogue R2 washes and Rogue R2 spots. And those are one of my favorite lights because they have so many breakup patterns inside the lights. The R2 spots and the R2 washes, they have great color mixing. They can obviously zoom. Speaking of zoom, I'm gonna show you guys my new zoom washes. Look at that. There's one right there and another right there. It's a really tight beam. And then I can go to a really wide wash. That's pretty wide. This is like a mini R1 pretty much, like a mini Rogue R1 wash or a beam wash. And these are similar to the Stealth Wash Zoom, but the fans aren't really loud. And that's great color mixing too. I can make like a nice amber. I can make a nice hot pink, magenta. It's not really coming through on camera very well. Then we got like a lavender color. We can make like a warm white. I need those beam washes. Yeah, they're not that expensive on Amazon. They're about like $170 for one. I got 2 of them. And personally, if I had to, I'd probably replace my older LM70 washes with more of those 7x12 watt washes. So let me show you guys these washes real quick. These are behind everything. And let's keep it on red. I like red, as you can tell. Next Show Music Official says, I'm a huge fan of my CLF Beam Ultra because it's bright, it has CMY color mixing, and is rated for outdoor uses. Yeah, I like beams too. I like the American DJ Visi Beam CMY. I think that's what it's called because that's like a modern beam fixture that has CMY color mixing, and it's really cool because like you don't have to flip through like the color wheel. Yeah. Do you use a DMX Terminator when you plug in the last unit? Actually, yes, I do. Let me show you. Let me turn on the flash again. Uh, it's in my strobe light back here, so that's a DMX Terminator right there. I bought two of them off Amazon. I'm only using one right here, and this is so the DMX signal doesn't bounce back into all the other lights, as you can see. And I recently bought it, so like it's pretty nice. All right. So yeah, let me turn on the curtain lights for you so you guys can see those. And I control those with my computer. Let's blow off some more haze. Let me turn the flash off. I love this haze machine so much, and I have the ceiling fan going to blow it around, so the haze is pretty even in the room. And this is actually upstairs, so that's downstairs. And then if I come up here, bam, you're hit with a giant lighting rig. I wonder what my neighbors would think. I think they're used to it at this point because I've had lights in my house since December 25th, Christmas of 2016. Nathan's asking, RL Genesis is asking, I wonder where you got those curtain lights from. Yeah, those curtain lights were a gift from my buddy Nathan. You may have seen him in my other videos. He went with me to Forward Conference, and he's been in some of my videos. He's got a channel too. Go subscribe to his. So what hazer do you have? I have the Rock Haze 700 by Rockville. It's a small, compact haze machine. It's water-based, obviously, because I don't want to use an oil-based hazer in here because I don't want to leave like residue all over the room. So, yeah. Dude, I gotta go to Forward this year without you. That's Nathan. I know. I might volunteer though. I might be a volunteer. All right, let's show you guys the curtain lights. Okay, let's turn them on. We'll turn them on to red. There's those curtain lights, everybody. They got great color mixing. I'll show you guys some of the scenes they have. So they got like a rainbow scene. I don't use this too much. They got a moon scene. This one's really cool. I don't really use all these. I don't use these scenes that much. But that one's cool. We got meteor. What else we got? This is what I use for the New Year's countdown for light up the New Year. So it basically goes into like a countdown. All right, let me just put the color on red again because you guys don't want to see the hazer that I have. So let me see. Let me go back to that comment. How is your haze machine holding up? It's holding up pretty well. I've had it since February of 2024, and I've had it for over 2 years now, so it's still holding up. I had to buy like these gallons of haze fluid to put in the hazer. and it works pretty well. I have the fan speed on max because I want to get the haze to go out into the lights, and then I have the output at really minimum because if I put it at maximum, that smoke alarm is going to go off. We recently replaced the smoke alarm, so yeah, they're pretty loud. And then I have a timer, which I don't really use because I don't want to like haze the room up too much. It's like, and then I wonder, y'all are asking about the haze. Does it bother you? The haze doesn't really bother me that much. It's water based, so it's pretty much just water vapor in the air. And I've had it on. I've I remember the time when I had it on when I was in the shower. It was a Sunday morning, and I was like doing lights and stuff, and I like to rewatch my church's videos and do lights with them. And I was in the shower. I didn't know I left the hazer on, and it was on. It was on full blast, and I came out. Oh, there's my cat. There's my cat. This is Tina, everybody. Say hi to the viewers. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I left my hazer on. I came out of the shower, and it was so foggy up here. It was like I was walking into a cloud. This was when we didn't have the new smoke alarms. We had the old ones, and they wouldn't go off. And I just walked into a cloud when I came out, and I was like, "Whoa, what happened?" But thankfully, we have like a hood vent downstairs that filters all the haze outside. So yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna turn on my strobes for you guys because you guys haven't seen the strobes. And my cat's meowing. These are my strobes. My 60-watt strobes I reviewed back in 2024. These are actually pretty nice strobe lights. I really like them. This is them at like full brightness, as you can see. They pretty much light up the entire room. Cat, what do you want? What do you want? Anyway. All right, yeah, that's my strobes. My cat's going to check out the LED cross. But yeah, that's about as bright as they get. This is just only with the white strip in the middle on. And these can do some pretty cool effects. So I'm going to show you guys some of the effects. And I can obviously change the speed of them. Cat. And so I like using which one is it? This one. I like using this one and putting it on a cool color. So like if it's flashing blue like that, it'll flash to like the beat of the music. Unfortunately, it only has like a couple speeds. This is like its fastest speed. And then if I slow it down, it goes slower. And yeah. What do you want, cat? Okay. Anybody else got any questions? I'm only doing this for like an hour and a half, so if y'all have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments or the chat. All right, so if nobody has any questions, I guess I'm not gonna end it because I want to show you guys like some of the chases that I have. What's your favorite song? Oh my goodness, it depends because it depends on how I'm feeling that day. So like, oh, what's your favorite song to program? See, that's a tough one because I programmed a lot of songs. I programmed a lot of songs, man. If I had to choose, oh man, it's so hard. It's so hard to think. Let me turn on this light. Let me turn on this light so you guys can see me. But I got this little puck light that I'm using. There we go. That's about as bright as it's gonna get. But if I had a favorite song to choose, I would choose Our God Reigns by Israel Houghton. That one's fun to program because like we did it in church like a couple of years ago, and I got stuck on that song. I got hooked on the song. I love the way that the previous lighting designer before me did it, because he had like red and yellow going and like gobos going everywhere, and that just inspired me to do one of my a light show of my own. And so, yeah, if you guys didn't see like the short I posted earlier today and last night, I was running lights at my church, and I actually got to use haze for the first time, which was really cool. And I got to do some cool movement effects. Like I was going crazy with the lights. Anyway, so Chris the Kid asked, "How was your spring break?" I already had my spring break like a couple weeks ago. Like it was back in March. My spring break is early now because when I was in high school, it was the first week of April. But now it's like in the middle of March. So yeah, it's not like everybody else's spring break. Why'd you guys stop using haze at church? I guess my senior pastor didn't like it. He's like, no haze, no movement, but we actually kind of convinced our pastor to move the lights around just a little bit. So I move them around a little bit. I don't do anything crazy. I don't strobe them, do rainbow chases, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. And then I'll show you guys a few chases that I made. Oh, some pre-built chases that I have. So here's one of them. Let me rotate the phone if you guys can see better. It won't let me rotate it, so I have to put it back. All right, so I'll show you some of the chases that I have. All right, give it a minute. It does that whenever I press auto mode, and it just goes into the chase. So here it is. Here's one of my chases that I made. This is the circle or square because like I can't program a perfect circle chase. So they're going in like a square pattern. As you can see right there. I got another one. This is the panning one. This is the panning one out into like the crowd or my eyes pretty much. And these are, I built all these chases onto my scene bank. So anytime I press auto mode, I can just call up this chase and it'll play. Here's scene 5, or not scene 5, but here's the third chase. This is the tilt. Oh, Croissant Productions joined. What's up? He asked, where's the FX512 controller? It's right here. I have it right here because frankly, I don't know how to use it. Well, I do, but like it's kind of complicated to use. Like I've tried using it with 2 of my moving heads. It's not really that because it uses 5-pin DMX. I have a 5-pin to 3-pin adapter right here. and it basically changes the lights because if I do this fader right here, controls like the tilt, and then this controls like the pan, and there's no pan on this fader, so like it's hard to use. What's your favorite lighting trick? My favorite lighting trick? Do you mean like chases or effects? My favorite movement chase is the circle. I like this one a lot because I used to see this happen a lot at my church. Why did American DJ call it the X-Ray 2? They made it in the X-ray room. Oh, I get it. I get it. I see you comment on every single lighter related video. Yeah, I'm passionate about lights. I love lights, especially moving heads, which is why I'm trying to make my setup all moving heads. See, I got two moving head washers, two different kinds. I got a fixed one and then a zooming one. And then I have 6 spots, 4 beams, and then the strobes obviously are fixed. I still have my slim pars that I'm still trying to sell. As you can see right here, let me turn on the flash. These are my slim par 56s. I'm trying to sell them right now on eBay, but nobody's like, I've seen views, but nobody's really messaged me or anything. And then this is the broken moving head. I still have it. I haven't really had time to tear it apart and see what's wrong with it. But yeah, this is my Hurricane 700, and these are my nano leaf panels. I'm gonna get them back. I'm gonna get them back out after Easter Sunday because the cross is only staying out for 1 week. This week actually. So I'm sorry, guys. I know. I love it too, but all good things must come to an end, you know? I like flyouts. Oh, me too, but when I'm doing a flyout chase in like church, I don't want the movers to go like back to their like original position really fast while they're on, because like the fade time in between makes it so that, you know, they come in at a slower rate, you know. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, there's chase 1, chase 2, chase 3. This is chase 4, which is pretty much like the chase 2, but it's just on the floor. There's gobos going on the floor and stuff, and they're just moving around. Not in my eyes. And this is the figure 8 chase, which is not really a figure 8. It's just doing like zigzag patterns, but how do you design a setup or make a concept for one? Well, I just use Google Slides pretty much. I use Google Slides. Hang on, let me turn the camera back up. I use Google Slides, and I basically use images off the internet. I put them in like a background remover, then I download them and put them into Google Slides and arrange them how I want. And so I'll show you guys some of the ones I've designed so far. I'll show you the past ones I've designed. Let me stop this chase because I'm kind of getting sick. And put it back on the fan. How do you get the idea for the setup though? I don't know. I just come up with it in my head. Like, I'll be like, you know what looks cool? What if we put all the spots together, all the beams together, and all the washers together? That would look cool. But yeah. So I'm gonna show you guys some of my previous shows, my previous designs that I've made. So this is my rig for. Hang on, let me show you guys. This is my rig for Christmas 2024. This was my previous rig. As you can see, it's a it was a nice rig. This was when I had my lights in my dining room before. And then this is the one for 2024. Just this is the one that was pre-Christmas. This was the one I used for all 11 months. And this is the one for April, July of last year, the asymmetrical setup. It was pretty cool, but I felt like the T-bar was kind of leaning a little bit. And then this was the rig for July or November of last year. And as you can see, I just have like just images of the lights, and I just put them on the truss how I want them. This was the Christmas rig. This is the current rig setup right here, the Easter setup. And then this was the winter setup that I just tore down. And this is gonna be the let me see, where is it? This is gonna be the next setup. I'm gonna get rid of the strobes and the twinkly squares, and then I'm going to just put the nano leaves back in, and I'll just have 12 lights, because right now I got like 16 of them on. Well, not on, I have 16 of them controlled, and I'm gonna have 12 again. So yeah. I remember that. Hang on. I remember that asymmetrical set. That was probably one of my favorite of your designs. Yeah, I like that one too. It was alright. I think my favorite one is probably the Christmas rig of last year. I love that. Like, my goodness, because like I had it so much. That was the biggest setup I did, in a while. That was the biggest setup I did ever. So yeah. And I'm gonna show you guys some positions that I made too. So these are all on like scenes, so I can bring them up. So if I press scene 2, I blow off some more haze. This is like the straight 45-degree angle thing, position, I guess. So you can see they're all at like 45 degrees. I have the pan and tilt speed up, like so it goes like really slow. And then here's another one. This is one like where they're all out in my eyes, pretty much. Like that. And then 4, I already see the center, the cross beams in the center. Not really the center, but it's like, it's like an inward cross. And that one's cool. All right, what else we got? And then 5, we bring out the spots and the beams just a little bit so it looks like a double fan, but not really. And then 6, this is the actual double fan. So as you can see, we got one here, one here. Couldn't do one with the wash. I mean, I could, but like, it doesn't look that good. And then 7 is obviously in the center of the floor. It's like a solo thing. So if I want to put my keyboard in the center, I could just have all these lights point at me. And yeah. Lil Rocco 414 asks, you know anything about running scenes off a PC? Well, I actually use Grand MA2 on PC at my church, so I know how to program cues and stuff like that. But and I used to have a software called MyDMX 3.0, but I can't find it anywhere. I lost it, and I got that for Christmas in 2022, and I could do even more stuff. I could do like pixel mapping. It was a pretty powerful thing, but I don't know where where it is. And if I had to upgrade to a software, I'd probably go Onyx or probably MA, but I have to have MA money for that, and I don't have MA money yet. But yeah, and this is the last scene where they go up really slowly into my eyes, pretty much. There's no audience up here. The only audience is just me. So I'll show you guys that. They go up real slowly. And this is what I use in some of the build-ups of like the bridge and stuff like that, because it looks so cool. And the spots are the older spots are a little bit faster than everything else, so like they're gonna move pretty fast. I have Bank 2. This is another one. This is like a cross again, or another X. I don't know what you call this, but give a name. I need a name for this scene in the comments. All right, and then we got another X pattern. This one's really cool, but I don't really use this one too much. Let's see. This is 302. This is on the second scene bank. This is another slow chase. Inverted double fan. I could do like double fan in or something like that. But ow, these are in my eyes. But yeah, you can see they're pointed straight out. They're on the wall. I gotta fix these lights. I gotta fix these lights too, because they're like all out of whack. I think we're good. Let me see. Yeah, they all look good. We're good. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I'll call it the inverted double fan. I don't think I can remember that, but yeah. Here's another one. This one's like the fan, but instead these beams and the 7x12 watt washes are pointing upward. And it looks cool when I put the zoom washes into like beams. So let me show you guys. When I put them into beams and they make like an X across the wall, that's really cool. Are you gonna post this live stream so we can rewatch? Yeah, I'll see if I can. I'll figure out how to do it, and then I'll let you guys rewatch it. So let me put these back in like, let me do mid zoom. Mid zoom looks cool. They also have this like cool rainbow effect, which is cool. Okay, what else we got? We got 5, which pretty much it's just the hard edge stuff. The beams and the spots tilt out into my eyes, and the washes just stay put. They don't go anywhere. 6 is the faster. Is the faster version. It's also straight out, so you can see that. All right, and then 7. 7 is like the really cool fan. It goes like up and out, and then it goes straight out, and then it goes straight down and out and out. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna be programming my Easter light show. So if you guys have any suggestions, make sure to put them in the comments below. And I guess I'll just start off with like a couple scenes I'm doing the songs I'm doing are written by Israel Houghton and what's the other one? I forget, but one of them is written by Israel Houghton, and I'm gonna do that. So let me turn this off. Turn the squares off. It's gonna get pretty dark here in a little bit, and I'm gonna change this to the yellow circles thing. All right. So we're gonna start out with them all at 90 degrees, so straight down. Go into program mode. I guess I can show you what I'm doing. Let me flip the camera around actually, so you guys can see what's going on. What I'm doing. All right. So, how are we gonna start this off? I gotta actually listen to the song. Let me grab my headphones. I have a Grand MA Note I don't use anymore since I have a Command Wing, and I could sell it for a very low price. Just putting it out there. I still have a lot to learn about MA. Like I only know how to program like cues and stuff like that, and effects kind of. But yeah. All right, let's listen to the song. It's an ad. So it starts off. We could use the strobes for this part. We could start it off with like some strobing and the washes. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. So for the strobing, let me show you what's actually going on. Okay, so for the strobes, it's a good camera angle for you guys, or should I move it up? Okay. Let's see. All right, let's do this. So we're gonna start with it all the way up, not on green, but all the way up, and we gotta find the. Yeah, I love this effect. I think move it up a hair. Should have done So Be It. I was thinking about doing that song. I got a box that I can move it up on. I'm sorry about this. I got a box. My wash moving pants came in that I can move it up on. It's gonna look pretty weird, but I don't think you'll be able to see me program. My gimbal's about to die, so I'm gonna have to take my phone off and put it on the tripod. And my tripod's gone too. I think I know where to put it. It's probably in my room somewhere. I don't think it is. Well, I can't find my tripod, so I'm just gonna have to put it on the gimbal until it dies. Okay. I think it's already dead. Let's see. Is that better? Looks like it. Tilt it up so you guys can see the upper rig. All right, so then we're gonna use our zoom washes first. So let's turn these bad boys on. These are extremely bright. We'll do like wide zoom for this first part. We'll do yellow because, you know, it's happy because Jesus is risen. Or we could do mid zoom. It's like, yeah, this is great. TV EV driving is the only one watching me right now. Is the only one commenting. Guys, don't be afraid to leave something in the chat. Don't hesitate to do it. I love to get some feedback from you guys. All right. Okay, so we're gonna start out like this. Just gonna go. Where are my earbuds? Yeah, I think I'll start out with this. So maybe add 1. And then we're going to bring in our spots. Well, bring in our spots and our beams and everything else. Put my beams don't strobe in yellow. I think it makes it more dramatic when you go narrow. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do during the build-up. So yeah, let's just make our scene real quick. And we're gonna do some more. We're gonna put on our LM70 washes, our fixed washes. Like that, trying to match the yellows. Okay, that's seizure mode right there. But here we go. All right, I like it. 2, so it's gonna go. This is the verse, and then. Wait a minute. Okay, you gotta fix the washes. They're going all over the place. Okay, let me see. Yeah, about there is good. Okay. I'm gonna design some software. There can be easier options for running quick scenes off the PC. Yeah, I use the software that you can program scenes with, but I can't find it. That's the MyDMX 2.0. So this is the starting part where he goes, risen, he's risen. And then it's gonna start right here when they go. And then, yeah. And then I'm gonna build it up with some strobing and whatnot. So we're gonna go. Ow, that's right in my eyes. I subscribe to you. I'll keep you updated when it's complete. Yeah, keep me updated when you get that software and ready. W vocals. Thank you. Should I post some more should I post some I post some shorts of me singing? Leave something in the chat if I should post myself singing, cuz all right. Where were we? My cat's meowing like crazy. I don't want red. Let's just do white, and then we'll put the zoom washes on yellow, because the song's theme is yellow and white, because it's like happiness. All right, let's turn on our washes. Okay. Let's see the strobes. Yeah, and they're right in my face. Meow goes hard. Yeah, that's just my cat. Let me plug this thing in because it's starting to. Let me see. And my phone's starting to die, so I gotta get my charger. All right, I'm back. Oh. All right. The four of you that are watching, y'all are real ones. Y'all are real ones for staying with me through this. Everybody else is missing out. Let's see. Is it gonna? There we go. There we go. We're good. If y'all can see it. Yep, we're good. All right. Okay. So it's gonna. I wonder if I can play this song. It's just 3, right? Yeah. Okay, I think I should make this a little bit faster. So I'll make him slowly go up and then strobe like crazy. So let's see. Pan and tilt speed I gotta turn up. Alright, I gotta turn down. So it's gonna go. What, cat? Cat! Cat! This cat matches my energy pretty much. When I'm really loud, she gets really loud. All right. What, cat? All right, let's see. I hate that the old LS10s are so fast. I know the panning is really slow, but like the tilt speed is really fast. Whereas the newer LS10s, they're both the same. This cat is crazy. I know. She meows in the middle of the night when I'm trying to sleep. We used to have 2 cats, but sadly he passed away back in 2023 September. I mentioned it in one of my videos where I was painting my bedroom up here. All right, so these are the beams, right? Yeah. So we Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. They're resetting, so let's turn it back on. Let's turn them to white. And let's just test out this. What, cat? Cat! Cat! Hey, cat! All right. Okay, I think we're good. So let's see if they're all the same. Oh, okay, that looks so cool. Now the cat is coming to join. What, cat? All right. They're all the same. Now I'm going to do the washes. What, cat? Cat! Okay. Okay. This is what I have to deal with, man. What, cat? So they're slow and then they go. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Cat, stop. Stop it. Okay. I'm gonna change this. Too fast. Too slow. Too slow. Yeah. There we go. What? Cat? That's funny. Cat, stop. Get. Go. Sorry, guys. This cat is like really crazy. Can y'all see me okay? I don't think y'all can see me at all. What, cat? All right, let's see. This is when they build up, and then we're gonna strobe them like crazy. Turn that off. Turn this on. Oop. Too fast. Still too fast. There we go. There we go. And then we'll put the washers in a wide zoom range. We'll put everything on it full. Make it like a white-ish. Strobes. Strobes for days. My goodness. I'm sorry, guys. If any of y'all watching have epilepsy, just turn your phone or whatever device you have, just turn it away for a second, because I'm gonna be programmed. Why does your cat meow when you try and sleep? Well, I don't know why she does it, but I think she's 14, and she's a really old cat. I don't know why she does it, but she just has these meowing fits in the middle of the night. I just hear her going, whoa. no. And it's like, I'm like, cat. We'll just do like the pure white for the fixins, and then we'll go. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! This has gone on for an hour and 15 minutes. Four, and I'll do the chase last because, well, obviously I don't want to spend so much time on the chase because that's going to take a lot more time. And so it goes there. Strobes are kind of off sync, but it goes boom. And blow out some more haze. Okay, wait, I was a little late. All right, then we're gonna go. It's like cross beam. I don't do like a purple or like a hot pink color for the verse. Yeah, these spots have completely different color wheels and gobos, as you can tell. So we're gonna do that. Bring these up, put them in like a fade. Give me purple. Something fell off my tape. For the two that are watching, y'all are real ones. No, I don't want the beams on right now. We'll just do the spots, the strobes, and the zooming washes. I don't want it to be. I want it to match the color of the spots, so about that. I would put them in like a mid zoom. So that 5. I don't have any epilepsy. That's good. And then we'll go into like. So. Yeah. And then 6. Turn them back off, turn the spots on. I'll put them in like a light yellow. And then I'll make the strobes flash again. Nope, not you. I'm probably end this when we get to an hour and 30 minutes. Not green. We just want the flashing. Yeah. They're already at the, okay. No. Oh, it's on rainbow. Yeah, there we go. How do you make CTO warm white on the static washes? So I use red, a little bit of orange, and a tiny bit of white. And that's what makes my CTO-ish color. And I can add more white if needed, if it doesn't look right. But yeah, this is how I make like CTO slash warm white. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna make these yellow. What's overrated in the lighting world right now? Probably the 120 watt tornadoes and the Mac ones, probably because they're basically just LED fixtures that don't do much, but they just do like a tight beam and a wide wash. So like I don't know why everybody's obsessing over that, because that's been here before. So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm hurting you guys' eyes, but let's see. Yeah, so it's gonna go. This is the verse. This is verse 2. And then we're gonna go. Let's do like straight. A lot of clicking. Let's just. Yeah, I'll do white from. I'm gonna turn the beams off because there's gonna be the spots in the washes doing stuff. I'll make them do like a pre-built effect. How do you avoid making all your songs look the same, especially at your church when you can't use haze? Well, I typically stay away from vibrant colors, like solid red, solid blue. Well, not solid blue, but solid red, solid yellow, green. But blue and purple, I'm okay with because like it's not gonna hurt your eyes, and it's not as intense as the warmer colors. So I use like pastel reds, oranges. What else? I use CTO instead of yellow, and sometimes I use warm white. I also use like seafoam green or like a really light green. I use cyan, blue, purple, magenta, and sometimes like really hot pink. But yeah. Last question before you hop off stream. Well, I'm hopping off stream once this hits an hour and 30 minutes. So if you sold all your lights and had to start from scratch, what fixtures would you get? Honestly, I'd probably just get spots first instead of beams. I'd probably get like all of the LS10s that are the same, like no different goggles, no different colors or anything. And then I'd get the washes after that, and then I'd get strobes. And then if I'm feeling a little extra, I'll get like beams and stuff and all that kind of stuff. Looks like we've got 4 people watching. We got 2 people that joined. Okay, so where were we? We're gonna go. I like that. Let's do that.
Yeah, but you just streaming like 82 minutes. Time to shut it down.
All right, so I'm gonna hop off the stream when it hits an hour and 30 minutes. But I'm just gonna show you like the first part of the song. These older LS10s are noisy. Okay. So I have to. Okay. Well, guys, I'm gonna end the live stream here. I'm gonna end the stream here. So for the, hang on, let me flip the camera around. So for the four of you, or the one that's still watching, well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little live stream. I plan on doing more of these in the future. And I will see you guys in the next video, or yeah, next video, because I'm going to be posting the Easter Light Show right after this. So I'll see you guys in the next video. So bye. Bye, everybody.